We need to talk about Raging Bull because I've been getting their ads every day, and it's not about their ads about options trading or stock investing. It's their new business opportunity to get rich.
If you invested $1,000 in that one, you could have turned it into 1.7 million. And don't even get me started on this one. One of the biggest ones out there, Carta. You probably never heard of it, but if you took $1,000, you could have multiplied that into $4.3 million. Imagine that. If you took $1,000 out of your bank account, just put it in one of these companies, a few years later, you could have turned it into over 4 million bucks.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
But obviously, overwhelming. A lot of people feel like they can't get in the game. We put together a book here. You want to tell us about it?
Yeah, it's 6 startup sectors that are going to dominate the market in 2020 and for the next decade coming up. I mean, these are the sectors that every investor needs to know about. You need to get in early on these things. Not only where these opportunities lie, but how can you invest in them? That's one of the most important things. How can you actually put your money into it?
Get your hands on this booklet. Simply click the link below, enter your email, and we'll ship it off to you right away.
Yep, these guys are not only the world's top real money options trader,
I'm one of the world's top real money stock option traders.
or the guy only known for getting out of $250,000 debt.
We were in nearly $250,000 worth of debt. Then I committed to tackling out that debt, and I got serious about trading.
And side note, Jason Bond is the guy that faked being invited to speak at Harvard, but they are experts in angel investing. Now, for those of you that don't know Jeff Bishop or Jason Bond and their company Raging Bull, a quick Google search and you can find hundreds of reviews and comments that there are frauds in stock investing. And I don't really want to go too much over the stock trading side of their company, but you guys can go to ragingbullscam.com for more information and proof. I'll put the link down below. Okay, these guys are claiming that you can get rich by angel investing and that they can show you how. Now, I did another video about a company selling angel investing tips, and the selling point and the business models are literally the same. Their advertisements are focused on telling you a small investment can make you millions. I don't know if they did their research, but when they claim that $1,000 invested in the company Carta turned into 4.3 million, it's simply a straight out lie. First off, Carta is not a public company, so there is no real validation. And 2, it was impossible to invest only $1,000. Less than 80 investors invested about 650 million, and a majority of them were venture capitalists. And what a lot of people don't realize is that for every Uber or Airbnb, there are thousands of companies that just don't make it. And if those companies fail, your whole investment is lost. And for those companies that actually do become the next Uber, they're usually backed already by big venture capital companies. Because think about it this way. If you had a company and needed $1 million in funding, why would you get $1,000 from 1,000 people when you can get it from one venture capitalist? The companies that offer low funding requirements are companies that are already deemed high risk from professional investors. There are probably a small percentage that actually become profitable, but realistically, you won't make millions from $1,000 invested. Now, at some point, they realized their ads were not converting, probably because if anyone just Googles them, they could find out the truth. So they brought in this guy.
You watch Shark Tank and think, there's no way I could do that, but you can. In 2012, there's a loophole that got changed in the Jobs Act that opened the door for you and for me to invest in early.
As you can see, they call it Startup Camp. And guys, for your information, this company is not featured in any of these publications, so they lie to you right there.
Early stage startups. There's a medical tech company called HeartFlow. If you had invested $1,000 into that one, you could have turned it into $1.7 million. And don't even get me started on one of the biggest ones out there. It's called Carta. You've probably never heard of it before, but if you took $1,000, it would have multiplied into 4.3 million. Sounds great, right? But obviously overwhelming. People feel like they can't get into this game. But here's the deal. We've taken our resources and we've put a book together for you to tell you all.
So this guy's name is Graebe. He's a former pastor and MTV reality show star who apparently is a startup guru. and most likely joined Raging Bull for financial reasons because that is what Raging Bull does. They recruit new faces to sell new opportunities to people like you. Why? Because scammers don't get repeat customers. Now, if you go on their website, you can see that Startup Camp is trying to steer away from Raging Bull. But if you go down and look at the website, you can see that it's still run by the same shady characters. So they claim to have found the 6 sectors to invest in, and I read the ebook so you guys don't have to, and the 6 sectors are green technology, environmental friendly companies, new foods, companies like Beyond Meat, health tech, automation AI, cybersecurity, and niche networking. Honestly, the ebook seems like a bunch of different Business Insider and Market Watch articles mixed together. It's really nothing new or enlightening. Once you get the ebook, they will bombard you with emails to become a member. And after joining, they will ask you to pay thousands of dollars for recommended startups to invest in. The fee is for insider knowledge and how to invest. When in reality, you can just go to WeFunder or Seed Invest and invest in these companies there. You see, I knew that angel investing business opportunities would be the perfect new business models for scams and frauds, because unlike dropshipping courses or stock trading tips, which within a few days to weeks you sort of realize that it's all a sham, angel investing takes years for any results. A company can recommend you a company to invest in, and you wouldn't know if it was a good or bad deal for years, sometimes even over like 10 years. I believe more fraudsters will use this business model, so please watch out for that. And for those believing Raging Bull gurus are making so much money in the stock market, please don't be so naive. They're actually making money off you.